Hey guys, it's Travis here again. Today I just wanted to show you guys, because I don't think there's any videos of this on YouTube. Maybe they are, I just couldn't find any. But I wanted to just show you guys the proper method for lapping heads. I do this for lots of things. I've been doing engine stuff and things my whole life. I just want to show you guys kind of what to do and to be careful. So I'm going to explain just a few things. I don't even have a plan for this video, but I thought, you know what? This is the head out of my 2019 KTM 350 XCF. And anyways, you can see I still have all the valves and springs and everything in it. So I'm not really fully prepared for the video, but it'll be good enough. And the cylinder too. So anyways, there's some good videos Jeff's put up from Slavin's Racing about being careful with the Nicosil coating in the liner. So I won't even touch on that. You can watch his video for cleaning these up if they need it. So what you're gonna need is, number one thing, these heads on all bikes are aluminum. They're soft. Please do not go grab some 400 grit or 200 grit or some really rough emery paper and start grinding away, or you're gonna be buying new heads. I'm using some 1000 grit for the first layer here. This is just 3M stuff. I like to use a little bit of water just to wash away the particles as they get pulled off. And so I guess I should mention here, I'm working on a granite countertop. Now, your wife might not be as willing as mine. She's taking the video right now, smiling, to let you do this, but this is the flattest surface that I know of. I even have some thick glass, and I have measured it, and it's less flat than this is. This is the flattest surface there is for me. So big slab of granite, make sure it's spotless, clean before you tape down your paper. Don't go do this on your shop floor, and don't go do this on a piece of wood. Make sure you get something perfect. You can buy slabs of granite tile if you don't have a big granite countertop. Anyways, use something that is dead flat. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm not trying to increase the compression of this engine. I just simply want to clean it up. So if you can come in closer here, you can see that where the water chambers enter, where the gasket is, it's a bit dirty and rough. I've gone over it just with some contact cleaner and some Simple Green. So it's as good as I can really get it without going crazy. And you don't really want to use oven cleaner on aluminum. You can if you're careful and quick, and then rinse it off really well after, but it does kind of eat at aluminum. So I'm gonna clean that up, and if you can see here, the lighting's good enough. Normally, oh, let me touch on this after. So there's a few scuffs and marks. Now I've already put the rule across to make sure in all directions that these are flat, and they are. But I like to take the imperfections out, because this thing, I'm putting a high compression piston setup in this, and it's gonna be 15.1 to 1 compression. So that is extremely high. And so I need all the sealing that I can get out of these gasket surfaces. So that's why I'm doing this. You could, if you would like to make a race engine, this is how they lap them. Not like this, they use a machine, but you could run this down and this down a little bit and close up your squish. You have to test your squish after. You can adjust your base gaskets, head gaskets, all that. Anyways, sorry for going on. Now, when you normally do this, like I said, I'm not ready. I like to do this leaving the valves in, because then you don't get any shavings down into the cams. So I do it with it on, clean it off on the top as best I can, rinse it all off really good, pull apart all your valve train, valve springs, seats, everything, and then clean it up really good so that there's no shavings whatsoever anywhere, even in the port intake and exhaust, everywhere. So I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. So enough talking. Take some water, spread it out on here. So this is 1000 grit. You could start, if your head was really bad, if this is a really old bike, or if it was even had a little bit of a imperfection in the flatness, I would probably start with a 600, but lightly, maybe an 800 if you can even get 800, but lightly. Aluminum cuts fast, so I'll start with the cylinder. So wet, flat, everything's clean. You don't want to use a lot of pressure, and just, you'll find it sucks right to the paper. It's almost like suction cupped. And you just want to do nice gentle rotations, just like this. Hey Blake, could you grab me a cloth from the bottom there to wipe this off with? Yeah, thank you.
Like this?
How about one of the blue ones in the back? Sorry. Okay. You can see that you can see the aluminum in the water there. So if that shows up, maybe we'll come in the light over here. Can you guys see that? You can see that it's already cleaning up the imperfections. And it's looking a lot better and shinier. You can see where the gaskets have already been worn off here, which is great. And we know it's dead flat. And so we're cleaning this up. Like I said, we're not trying to take any material off here really. We're just trying to take any imperfections from the gaskets, dirt, grime, carbon, and just get this dead flat, because the flatter this is, the better. And the same with the head. And once that's done, we're gonna have a very, very nice sealing engine. Same thing with this, I'll just quickly show you. So what I normally do here is I'll maybe do that 3 times with this 1200, what I just did, and then I'll do the same thing with the 2000 grit. But let me just show you the head here while I have it. Same thing, set it on, everything's flat, clean, and just gently rotate it. I'm not even pushing, I'm just rotating. And this is how you lap pretty much anything. I do a lot of sharpening of some higher end tools, and I like to use this because it's so flat. And you should see, I take some of my knives and chips and stuff, and I can shave hair on my arm. That's how amazing it is when you really do a good job of this kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm getting water everywhere. So again, if we come over to the light, you can see even just that, it's already taken off just a little bit of where the gasket was, cleaned up some of the crap that was on here, and it already looks fresh. And we haven't even taken off, you know, a 10,000th of an inch. We've taken pretty much nothing off. We just knocked off a couple of the high points of the crap that's sitting on here. So like I said, be careful, don't go too fast, don't cut in too much. Unless you want a high compression engine and you know what you're doing, you by all means do it. But for this bike, I'm using a high compression piston. I just want to clean it up. I don't need to reduce the clearances. So thanks for watching, and yeah, look for some more videos on bike tips and tricks and things like this. Thank you.